We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And Huddle community, I have a question for you. Are you a content creator who feels stuck emotionally? Are you feeling stuck mentally? Are you feeling stuck creatively? And in 2023, you want the answers on how to get unstuck in your content creation journey? Well, this morning on the Huddle, we're going to be talking about 5 ways. Get your pen and pad. 5 ways on helping you to get unstuck in your content creation journey and on YouTube. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, we welcome you to the show. And as we said this morning, we're going to be talking about 5 important ways on how you can help yourself as a content creator in getting unstuck in your content creation journey. 2022 is behind us. It's in the rear mirror. We're in 2023, but you still feel stuck emotionally. You still feel stuck mentally. You're still feeling stuck creatively. Can't come up with any content ideas. Well, this morning, we got some answers for you on helping you to get unstuck in your content creation journey. So if you are a part of the greatest team, the starting lineup of Team Live, let me know where you're watching me from in the chat. Give me a hashtag Team Live. And if you are watching the replay of this live stream replay video, yes, you may not be the junior varsity. You may not be the second stringers. You are the 6th man of Team Replay. So give us a Team Replay in the comment section. And to my online listeners who are listening to this video podcast, a special shout out to my man Edison from Twins Barbershop who hooked the brother up. Got the bald head shaved nice and tight. So I want to say good morning to him and to all of those of you who are watching us on YouTube this morning. And so we are excited. Want to say good morning just to a few people as we get ready to get into this content information. And so I want to say good morning to my dear sister, Equipped Institute, Florence, Diva live stream on productivity in the house this morning. My master chief strategist, Adobe Under 5 is in the house. And those of you who are just getting the notification and joining us, we say good morning to you as well. Drop down in the chat in the comments where you're watching us from, and let's get this huddle started. And so as we said this morning, let's get it going. Let's get focused here. Here we go. How to get unstuck on YouTube. I know it says getting stuck on YouTube, but getting unstuck in your content creation journey. Because if you don't get unstuck in your content creation journey, then guess what? Whether if it's YouTube, whether if it's LinkedIn, whether if it's a tick and a talk, you ain't going to be able to produce great content that adds value to your viewers. And so we want to talk about helping you to get unstuck. You got some goals this year. You want to be able to monetize this year and get your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But we got to get you unstuck. You got some goals this year where you want to be able to get some brand deals and sponsorships, but you feel stuck creatively. We got to help you this morning. You got some goals this year where you want to be able to get that first. You want to get that 100,000 subscribers. We got to get you unstuck. And so we're going to talk about this morning. And so tip number 1, how do you get unstuck in your content creation journey? Well, it starts with remembering your why. Remembering why you're doing this. Remembering why you fell in love and wanting to get in front of a camera, get in front and set up a tripod with your iPhone and start recording and uploading videos on YouTube. Why did you fall in love? You're not all that polished. You don't have that much confidence on camera when you started. You didn't have the latest equipment, but you had a why. And somewhere in the journey, you've forgotten your why. Well, I submit to you this morning. I submit to you this morning that if you begin to take a few minutes, grab a cup of coffee, huddle up here with the huddle, or get you a latte. I like Starbucks toffee nut lattes, grande. That's my favorite drink that my wife and my daughter gets me. I get a little extra toffee in the pump, you know, get me going. Get your favorite drink and maybe get a pumpkin loaf and begin to ponder on why you got into content creation and what was the message you were trying to convey. Because I realize YouTube and content creation is constantly changing. New things are constantly coming to the forefront. We went from long form video to short form video. We went from doing live streams to now doing shorts. We went from posting on Instagram our favorite photos of food and location and our best selfies to now doing Instagram reels. Things are constantly changing, but in that changing, sometimes if we're not careful, we can get lost and lose the clarity on why we're doing this. And so I want to encourage you this morning to remember your why you're doing this. Remember your why after that latest video you uploaded and you didn't see it perform as well and it's got you discouraged. The two shorts that you posted, 3 shorts that you posted before, you popped over anywhere between 600 to over 1,200 views, and this latest short only got you less than 50, and you're discouraged. I need you to remember your why. Don't become a prisoner of the moment because of the temporary results that you're seeing. Don't let the temporary results of your short, don't let the temporary result of your uploaded video, don't let the temporary results of your live stream when only one person watched you define you as a content creator in your journey. Remember your why. And so the question that I have for you this morning is, have you taken the time to remember your why? And so we want to go to the next tip, and I see you in the comments, and we're definitely going to get into the comments, but I want to go through this content real quick, and then we're going to have a conversation. The next tip is you need to be able to find the right audience. Because when you don't have the right audience, the audience that you think is the right audience, eventually, over time, the data will tell you that they're not connecting with the content that you're making. When I had a serious increase in replay views on my live streams last year, I kept seeing a lot of my viewership coming from places like Indonesia, coming from places like India and other foreign countries that it really wasn't my design and purpose to target that audience of people or viewers, but they were constantly watching my content. And I'm getting excited because I'm getting views and I'm seeing my watch time go up. But what I'm not seeing is the subscribership going up, and I'm not seeing the retention in the watch time. And I understood YouTube was trying to get me in front of the right audience. They were trying to get me some visibility. They were trying to get me some discoverability, but they didn't get me in front of the right audience. And over time, I began to see that the core community of viewers that I had, they were coming and watching the live streams, but on the replay was coming from the wrong viewers. Because if they were the right audience that was for my content, it would have been reflective in the likes. It would have been reflective in the comments. It would have been reflective in the shares. It would have been a reflection in the growth of the channel. And so the question I have for you this morning is, are you making content for the right audience? You see some views, you see some results, but look at the whole picture. And we're going to get into the next tip in a minute, but look at the whole picture. Don't look at just one part of the pie. I need you to look at the whole pie. I need you to look at the data in your YouTube analytics. I need you to look at your views. I need to look at how many likes you're getting. I need you to look at how many shares and comments you're getting. You're pumping out all this content, but is it being pumped out to the right audience? And then if it's not being pumped out to the right audience, this could be the answer why you feel stuck. I've been there. I've wore 3 t-shirts, drunk me 3 Pepsi Colas, and a big bag of chips, Fritos, barbecue. I've been there. And I said, no more in 2023. We're going to get in front of the right audience. And I've noticed in the last 60 days, since we've kind of now pivoted with our short form content strategy of making, shorts, uploaded short form videos, 1 to 3 minutes, and YouTube clips from the live stream shows. Now we see in the data who is the demographics that's watching the shorts and the live streams. We're seeing 80% males, 14% females. We're seeing the age demographic of 25 to 35 and 35 to 45. We're seeing that a large percentage of the views are coming from the short feed and then suggested video, then YouTube search. We're getting clarity if we're getting in front of the right audience. Do you have that type of data that you can look at and say, am I in front of the right audience? And if you don't, it is a sign that you are stuck. But I got good news for you today. Get in front of your analytics. Get in front of a community of content creators who will hold you accountable, like the Huddle community, so that we can get you in front of the right audience. Tip number 3, have a bigger vision. I need you to have a bigger vision in 2023. We talked about thinking big in 2023. Because if you don't have a bigger vision about your content creation journey, as I said, you can become a prisoner of the moment because of the temporary results that you see that are not so good, or you can become a prisoner of the moment of the temporary results that you see that are good for that moment. And then the next 4 or 5 videos that you upload or live streams you do, they don't perform as well. You don't get the engagement that you thought you were going to get that you got 4 or 5 videos or live streams ago. I need you to think bigger and have a bigger vision. Let's go deeper. Have a bigger vision, not just about YouTube. Have a bigger vision about building your platform. And on Monday at 7 p.m., since it's MLK, Martin Luther King, he talked about, I have a dream. We're going to be talking about the importance of you building your platform in 2023. Building your platform, which consists of your website. Building your platform and having a bigger vision and building an email marketing list. Building your platform and having a bigger vision that helps you to have a broader reach and impact and income through the online videos and live streams that you do. I need you to have a bigger vision, because when you don't have a bigger vision and all you're looking at is the moment, it's talking, some people say, maximize the moment. And that's important. I want you to maximize the moment. I want you to grab hold of the moment. But as you're grabbing hold of the moment, don't forget the big picture. Don't forget the vision that you had and why you start doing this content creation. Your bigger vision may be a business that you want to build from this, and having either additional income to go along with the full-time income that you have with your job, or the bigger vision could be you having a membership class of people where you're bringing income in, where you can ultimately sell products and services and online courses. Don't forget the bigger vision, because the word of God says in Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish. I want you to think about that. And that's the A portion. The B portion of that scripture says, but happy is he that keeps the law. The law of God, what it talks about, when you have the law of God, the word of God as a center in your life, comes the vision from the word of God that God reveals to you. But it's important to understand that that vision is just not personal. The vision represents helping other people. And if you're so focused on making me content, self content, you're so focused on getting more subscribers, getting more views, creating content to compete against other content creators, it's evident that you're stuck. You're stuck mentally, you're stuck in your attitude, and you're stuck creative. But I need you to get a bigger vision. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this live stream discussion, I need you to do me a favor. Click that like button. Click that like button. If you're on the live or on the replay, or if you're an online listener listening to this video podcast, at some point, I need you to come back to this video and click the like button for me. Click that like button, hit that share button, and share it on your favorite social media platform. And if you are joining us this morning for the first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. We're going to help you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. Tip number 4, it may now be time in 2023 for you to change it up. Change it up in what you're doing. I'm going to get to this point, then I'm going to throw a quick story, because I need to stay on point so that when this short comes out, it's tight. It's tight for my shorts audience. I need you to change it up, because if you are feeling stuck as a content creator, I need you to look at what you've been doing for the last 90 days. Look at your YouTube analytics and look at what type of content that you've been making. And if you are not happy with the results that you've been getting, it may be time for you to kind of change it up. Maybe you've been doing live streams for the last 90 days, and the engagement, you're doing all the right things. You're listening to all the right advice. You're putting all the hard work in, but you're not seeing the results. Then you maybe need to change it up a little. Maybe start doing a little shorts. You say, well, Walter, I don't know if I have the time to sit down and get it in front of a camera and start creating some additional content. The content is already made. Go back to your last 90 days of shorts, live streams, and start clipping your shorts out of the live streams. There's so much unused content that you've left on the table that can help you maybe change it up, where you can put some new life into the channel, where you can start getting YouTube to get your channel and your brand and your message some more visibility. If you've been doing nothing but shorts and you're not uploading any videos, and you're saying, I'm constantly in the short feed, but I'm not in suggested video, I'm not getting found in YouTube search, I'm not getting on anybody's homepage, it may be time to change it up and start doing what it needs to do to get in YouTube search and suggest it. Change it up and do some upload video. You've been doing uploaded videos and you've kind of, plateaued. You've kind of hit a wall, and you just feel like you just can't move forward. It may be time for you to start doing some live streams. Change it up, and if you change it up and start experimenting, When you start experimenting and not being afraid to try to do new things, you won't be so critical of yourself because of the results. You won't be so hard on yourself. I'm telling you from experience. I got the Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant. I am hard on myself, but I also understood that Kobe understood he needed to change it up. He had to make adjustments, and he had to be willing to experiment and try to become a 5-time NBA champion, a Hall of Famer, an Academy Award winning Oscar in writing a short novel movie. He had to change it up. And so the question that I have for you, those of you who are listening to me on Team Live in the chat, and those of you who are watching the replay up to this point, what are you doing to change it up in your content creation? All right, that's tip number 4. Oh, my story. I want to get into the story right quick. So, if you ever watched the movie Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington and Will Payton, it's the story of the historical record of Coach Boone. As in America, the schools were being integrated, and the TCU, I think it was TCU. I don't know, but watch Remember the Titan. Here's my point. I don't want to get sidetracked and trying to remember stuff. When they got to the championship, they were getting beat down by this team. This high school team was so good, they were being referred to as the Dallas Cowboys. That's how good their offense was. And Coach Boone was the type of person where he had his certain way of how he wanted to coach. The defensive coach, Will Payton, had his way. But at halftime, they realized, hey, look, I need some help from you. You need some help from me. We need to change this up if we're going to win this championship, because we got some haters that want to see us fail. And I don't want to tell you too much of the story. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm here to tell you they did change it up. And in the end, the results were good. And so my question to you is, are you willing to change it up in your content creation journey in 2023? Tip number 5, I need you to look at the data. We've touched on it a little, but I need you to take a look at the data. I need you to schedule it in your calendar. Make it a point to sit down, put that YouTube analytics and dashboard and studio in front of you, and open up OneNote, open up Google Keeps, open up your favorite Evernote, and start notating on what's been going on in the last 90 days. Look at the data. The data is not going to lie. Like I told you, when I was looking at the data back in 2022 when in the live stream, and I kept saying, oh man, I'm growing, I'm getting replay views, and but why is this constantly always coming from these 3 to 4 countries? But when it came to the United States from a replay view, it looked like no one in the U.S. wanted to watch my videos. And once I began to start making some decisions about short form content, over about 60 to 90 days, I took a look, started taking a look at the data. I started seeing the U.S. at the top of 50 to 60% or more. And the countries like Indonesia and India, they dropped down, and now I'm seeing countries from Australia. I'm seeing countries from the UK and other places. The data was telling me that for me to get unstuck, I needed to change it up. I needed to get a bigger vision. I needed to remember my why. And so what I'm sharing with you today is something I have lived and breathed. And they say a testimony, a witness. If you want to put me on a stand to testify, I could testify and tell you why I was stuck and what I've done in 2023 to get myself unstuck. And now why the channel now is going in the direction that always felt in my heart that God wanted it to go in, because I'm always seeking God about how can I take this channel in the direction that I believe you want me to have it to go in, where it's going to add value to people like Florence Donald, how it's going to add value to Tech Troublemaker. It's going to add value to my man all the way from London, Ash Bolin, and the rest of the Huddle community. I'm always doing that. And so I'm sharing this with you this morning to encourage you to don't be stuck emotionally. Don't be stuck mentally. Don't be stuck with a bad attitude of no one wants to watch my content. Me, 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 me. It's not about you. It's about the audience. Don't be stuck creatively. Get unstuck in 2023. Start thinking bigger. Have a content strategy. And if you do this, you will crush it on YouTube in 2023. So that's the content. Man, the chat has just been jumping. So let's go over to the chat. And let's see who we got here. Who we got here? Oh, yeah, we got the crew. Like I said, we got my dear sister Florence Donald, Adobe Under Fire, my man, all the way from London, Ash Bolin in the house. My dear auntie Denise Jordan and that Tech Troublemaker. You notice, guys, I'm hitting these points because I heard you that the live stream, great live stream from my man Tech Troublemaker on his first official international content creators live stream panel discussion. So if you didn't see that, you want to go over to his channel and watch the replay. See some comments here. So let's do our very best to kind of pull up some type of comments here, because I'm in the zone this morning. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Our dear sister Denise says, my admin keeps telling me to look at my analytics, and I don't know why I avoid it. That's a great, auntie, I appreciate your honesty on this. Let's hit this for a minute. Part of the reason why I struggle in looking at my analytics was because I failed to acknowledge to myself I didn't know, that I was ignorant about some things. And because I lacked the knowledge of how to really truly understand of how to read the analytics and use the analytics properly, I didn't want to admit to myself, and so I avoided it. The second reason why I'm talking about me, auntie, I'm talking about me. The second reason why I avoided my analytics is because I was just too much in a hurry. I wanted to get, I wasn't trying to get viral videos, but I wanted that next live stream to be that hit that I got back in February when I had JP High Tech, when we talked about building confidence and on camera and having over 2,500 people watching my live stream. I wanted to reduplicate that home run. And so I was constantly in a rush mentally and wanting something now, wanting the success now. And I said, I just don't have the time to sit down and do my analytics. But after hitting my head several times and scraping my knees several times in this content creation journey, on these content creation hard streets, because it can be very hard and competitive in the niches that we're in. After I scraped my knees enough, I said, okay, I got to start looking at the data. I got to start finding individuals who can teach me how to interpret and read the data and use the data. And so I share those two examples to you, my dear sister, auntie, that it would encourage you to start looking at your data. And if we're going to do a huddle hangout on the 4th Saturday, mark your calendars, at 12 o'clock. And if that's what we need to do the discussion on, just for you, so that you can get from 55,000 to get you on the path to 100,000 and get you that play button, then that's what we're going to do, because we're going to help bring out the best in you in the Huddle community. All right. Next comment. Our dear sister says here, come on now. All right. I'm glad you're with me. Next comment we got here. Oh, boom, boom, boom. She says, remember to hit that like button. That's right. Hit the like button for me, especially those of you who are just tuning in for us. You say, what is this? What this bald head black man talking about on fire? We're talking about 5 tips on helping you to get unstuck in your content creation journey so you can broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. So if that's important to you, hit the like button. What we got here? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we did that. All right. Boom, boom. What we got here? Hey, Walter. I have to close. I have a class. I will be boom, boom, boom on team replay. All right, sir. Cool. All right. Make sure you get that A now. Don't bring no C. Don't get no C minus, or maybe you teaching it. Okay. Cool. Boom. What we got here? Boom. I love it when the whole community engages with one another. Hey, Walter. She says, Walter, 2. All right, I'm gonna have to read that one offline. Walter into chat, and oh yes, doom. I apologize. I got a short form. I will definitely read that comment and definitely send you an email on this one, because I don't want to mess this up, which I already did. But boom, Huddle community just engaging with one another. I love it. And so, what is your takeaway from? There's so much here. What is your takeaway from this morning's masterclass on helping me and you get unstuck in 2023 in your content creation journey? What was one takeaway you got here that you can roll with? Drop down in the chat for me and just drop it. What is it? Remembering your why? Is it remembering your why? Is it you getting a bigger vision and you've been a prisoner of the moment, of the results that you got on your latest video, or the lack of results on your last 5 videos? Drop it in the comment section, in the chat section. And if you are on team replay, drop it in the comment section. And to my online listeners who's listening to this video podcast, like my good man Edison from Twins Barbershop in North Babylon, New York, I told him I was going to shout him out, and any others, give me some feedback in the comments. Before we get on out of here, I got a couple of things I need to remind myself to share with the Huddle community and to our online listeners. Number one, like we talked about, building your platform. We want to grow this channel, but we want to let you know, if you want to go deeper with us on online one-on-one coaching and just learning more about the Huddle and our content and how we can help you broaden your reach and your impact and income through online video, check in the description section and you will find our website, walterstrong3rd.com, and you can be able to get more information about us. We have an email marketing list under the Huddle tab, and you sign up for our email marketing list and you can become a part of our email marketing list, and you can get your free downloadable PDF live stream checklist. So you want to check that out on walterstrong3rd.com. We sent out our first newsletter to the Huddle community. So I hope you, ladies and gentlemen, got that newsletter. And if you didn't, please let me know in our Huddle Hangout. And then, okay, so we got that. Next week, we are going to have our second live stream takeover. The first one was such a big success in the month of December. We're now going to have our January live stream takeover where we bring the community to take over the huddle. And so our topic, your homework, those of you who are a part of Team Live, who are remaining and are listening on Team Replay, the topic is going to be YouTube Shorts. So if you've been creating YouTube Shorts, look at what's been successful and working for you. Look at what has been missed opportunities for you and more on YouTube Shorts, which we'll be sharing in our live stream takeover. And then lastly, we got some big goals. We're thinking big, and so we realize that with your support emotionally and the ways that you support, if God lays on your heart to financially support the huddle, because and you want to make a donation, we do have us a buy me a coffee. So we're gonna make you guys aware of that, and I want to deeply apologize for robbing you of the opportunity in 2022 for not making it known to you if you wanted to provide monetarily, and I never made it a way for you to do so. So please accept my deepest apology in not making that known to you. And so we want to do better in 2023 because we're going to upgrade and get the right equipment that's going to help take the Huddle community and the Huddle YouTube channel and platform to the next level. So there's a buy me a coffee in the description. And so then last, those of you who are remaining, I definitely want to get your win of the week. So drop that in the chat section. My win of the week has been just, had a very productive week at work. It's productive from the standpoint that we had a heavy workload. And I just buckled up and got into the zone and said, okay, we're going to tackle this workload. And we got it down to a manageable number of accounts so that when you have a 3-day weekend, you don't have the weekend of work to come in and it's building upon last week's work. And so we got that down. So it was very productive. And that was my win of the week, because what I'm understanding that if you are struggling in one area of your life and you feel overwhelmed and stressed, now when it comes time to create and make videos and do live streams, mentally and emotionally, it can wear on you. And so it was important to make sure that we took care of business at work, took care of business so that the supervisor is not constantly having conversations with us, and then it's wearing on us where we can't create and focus. So that's my win of the week. Let me jump down here right quick, and then we're gonna just take a couple wins of the weeks. Dear sister says, be willing to ask for help. Yes. I am learning that. I am learning that at 54 years old. At 54 years old, and I consider being 54 as the third quarter of my life. And there are times now more than ever I have to be willing to ask for help. So great advice there. Great advice. What else? What we got here? Auntie has a good one. My win for the week is that I spent an afternoon and created 7 shorts on how to bleach, how to use bleach. Oh, I need to watch this one. And just filmed and uploaded, filmed and uploaded, and partially put the SVO in. It was huge. And boom. January shorts. Hey, I will definitely be over to your channel to check out those YouTube shorts, but major win of the week. And dear Florence says, win has commitment, developed habit, and productivity for myself. Definitely major win. I love it. Keep them coming. And Huddle community, just having you guys, ladies and gentlemen, here with me every Saturday. You taking time out your schedule, taking time out of your schedule, whether from family, from work, or important things, to say, I need to watch this guy from Long Island, New York, Walter Strong, and feeling that I have something to add value, confirming to me through you dedicating the time. I truly appreciate it. And so I want to thank you for that bonus win of the week. And so we're going to get him out of here. But I want to thank you all, especially those of you on Team Replay, who have watched this up to this point, and to my online listeners who's been watching the video podcast. Again, when you get a chance, leave me a like, give me a comment, give me some feedback. And we are excited for next week's live stream takeover. The community is coming back to take over the huddle and talk about YouTube Shorts. So make sure you click the alert notification button. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button so that you will not miss next week's live stream takeover. But until then, we will see you on Monday evening, 7 p.m. We're going to get into talking about building your platform for 2023. God bless.